Day 355 complete. Hi there. I'm Pathwalker. I upload daily videos on how my day went. I talk about if I did everything I planned on doing or not. What's the plan for tomorrow? What have we learned today? How have we gotten better? All with the goal of reflecting on my life day to day in the big picture, improving myself, and hopefully inspiring others to do the same. Okay, so what happened? Last night our stream ended up going later than intended. It ended up actually being a successful stream, I think. I started changing it up. I kind of brought things back to how I was doing them before, and I really enjoyed that. We didn't floss, but we ended up streaming until like 5 a.m. and then we ended up going in bed around 5:30 a.m. and then we slept around like 6 a.m., which is not good. So very bad for the sleep. Now, because we went to bed at 6 a.m. and the night before we slept like 4 hours, 4 hours and a half, I think it is fair that we ended up sleeping, like we ended up waking up around like 1:30 p.m., which means I kind of slept like 7 hours and a half. Although I kind of chilled in bed until about like I forgot. I had to like wait. I was on my phone, and that's the problem. Last night I was on my phone too again, and I need to stop doing that. I was thinking of going rock climbing, but because I had this dinner with some family friends and stuff, I felt like I didn't know when I was going to be back because it was already like 3 p.m. by that point. I'm like, well, what's going to happen here? Plus, I rock climbed yesterday, so it was, pretty whatever. But in terms of the haircut, I actually went to the a place where I would get my hair cut, but they were closed for the day. It was Sunday, it was like 4 p.m. But I did end up booking an appointment for tomorrow to get a haircut from that place, so we figured that out. Um, we then got back home. We walked the dog. And then we had our dinner. And yeah, it's 1:29 a.m. I would have liked to have started streaming around 9 p.m. I mean, I got home it was like 10 p.m. But I was just so tired. Like I got home, I think I literally like slept for like 30 minutes on my bed. And I'm still pretty tired now. It's 1:30 a.m. now. I plan on waking up around. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. I'm still thinking maybe I could do a quick stream right now. I'm not too sure to decide. But for abstinence, big one. It didn't go well. When I say it didn't go well, I did end up looking at some pornography, but I ended up like cutting it fast because I have a problem, and I haven't talked about it more. But the big problem is when I get really intense into it. I don't want to go into too many details, obviously, for obvious reasons. But to me, if I could limit that amount of time, it's it's still not good because I said I don't want to look at anything. But if I'm going to, let's at least if I'd make it quick, it doesn't get out of control. If that means anything. So while it wasn't a success, and definitely not in the right direction, given how bad it was a few days ago, and I'm not trying to set this as a standard for myself, I still want to be able to get to the point where I'm not watching anything at all. We're going to really keep moving in that direction. Um, so for breakdown, here it is. I had my egg meal. I also groomed a little bit because I was, going over. I ended up not having my hair cut, but kind of did what I could. But my hair is kind of long, if you can tell. So I kind of feel like just cleaning it up. I feel like that's going to make me feel better. Also, possibly going to get my beard trimmed as well, or clean shaven. Who knows? And then I'm going to. Oh yeah, then I had some poutine that I ordered last night, and then I wrote tomorrow's schedule. For tomorrow, what we have planned is I'd like to wake up by 1:30 p.m., have a smoothie, get my laundry done, and then we're going to go for a haircut. We're going to get back home. We're going to shower. I always like to shower after I get a haircut. And then we're going to rock climbing. And then we're going to get back home, have a meal, walk the dog, and get our video up and start streaming by 8. I would like to stream by 8 p.m. Um, and yeah, I have a fun thing planned for my Twitch stream that day. And then we're gonna go to sleep. I'm putting here by 4:30 a.m. My stream could go a little bit longer, but than normal. I don't think I have to cut it at 3 a.m., but that's what the plan is. For the goal viewer, sleep. It wasn't good, but all things considered, I don't feel like the fact that we ended up waking up well makes it so that I'll keep sleep there. Nutrition, fitness, all that can stay there. Rock climbing is fine over there. Even though on the days that we don't rock climb, we want to do some form of physical exercise. I do give myself 1 day a week, so this day could be that day. Family and friends overall is good. Now romantic, this is something I'll be interested in. Even though I didn't do that well with abstinence today, I'm gonna give myself an orange because a place where I ended up hanging out with some family friends where there were some girls there and that I was made aware of, and I ended up I could have not gone, but I ended up saying no, let's go, especially for that reason, to get a little bit more out of my comfort zone, socialize, and I don't know, it was weird. I don't like it. I'm not happy admitting it, but I was like trying to like do well. It was interesting. It was kind of like I focused on having a good time, like socializing, just chatting up. Then I was also being trying to, I was being very aware as well about like, am I talking to, I felt like I was talking too much at certain points. I can get passionate about things, but then at the same time, I also wanted to like exude what I thought they would find attractive. And I felt like, that's not the right way to go about it. I feel like I should just be me. If me is the guy that talks more, then so be it, you know? And if they don't like that, then it's not meant to happen between me and them. Um, I feel like it was weird. It was weird. There were things I liked and there were some things I didn't like. I didn't like how I was so I was thinking a lot about like, oh, what do they think of me or whatever. But I did have times where I was like, no, let's just talk about this. Let's have some fun. Let's just, get out of our comfort zone. So, yeah. Vacuuming also is something that I think I would like to be able to do tomorrow depending on how it is. Tomorrow's a little bit funky on what we end up doing and the way that the times pan out, but I would like to generally stick to my schedule. Dog walking, look at that. We can put it in the green. At this point, I'm going to leave it in the green for this because we walked our dog again today. Grooming, we could, well, I got to get a haircut, so I'll just put it there. And after the haircut, I guess we could put that dark green or blue even. But for dog walking, for me to be able to put dog walking into the blue, I need to walk my dog every day for a week. And then we could put it into the blue. That's what I'm going to do for that. I know set up the rock climbing hold is a big one. Um, and that is something that I could also find time to do tomorrow if my mom is there to help me out because it really is something. It's a two-man thing. You need two people to do it. But what is there to really say? Not good that we ended up going to sleep last night when we did. Good that we still managed to wake up. I'm tired now, and that's why I was like, I wasn't sure about streaming. But Um, and then there's the abstinence situation that, of course, I would have liked to have been better, but it wasn't bad. It's like today. Today was like things could have gone better, but overall it was okay, all things considered. Um, I'd really like to, again, focus on talking about the sleep. I know I say that all the time, but I have to keep saying that all the time at least because it's not getting where it should be. But tonight, I think I can very easily go to sleep by like 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m., wake up with like 9 hours of sleep, wake up at like 1:30 p.m., have a great day from there, have a great rock climbing day, get a nice haircut, have a great stream, do what I can in between those times, and then have our next work week started. So I feel good again overall with how things are going, especially with the way that I'm changing up what I'm doing on my Twitch stream. But yeah, I feel okay. I feel okay. And we need to remind ourselves we are not sleeping with our phone next to us in the bed. We're gonna have our phone away from us. Um, if I really get urges or temptations to watch pornography, let me just try to really focus on just having it in my head, in my thoughts, and letting that be. Uh, kind of weird, but just feel like drinking water. So if you have water, I encourage you to drink some. It just feels good. It's healthy. But yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm a little bit low energy right now. I genuinely am tired. Um, I think that the experience that I had where I was talking to some women, I was kind of feeling bad because I felt like, especially one of them, that I personally found the most attractive. I I felt like, but I've known her for a while. I was feeling bad because like, oh, it looks like she's not into me at all. But I mean, I'm not really that into her either, you know, at the same time. But it still felt like that way. And I was thinking to myself, well, you know what, like, and I told this to myself like after when I got home, I said, don't think about like because she's not into you, there's something wrong with you. Instead, it should be we're not compatible or meant for each other. That's a much better way, I think, of viewing it. And it's not like I'm deluding myself. There is nothing wrong with me. I am who I am, and you are who you are. Unless you're doing something that is like obviously bothersome or annoying or negative to people, just be who you are is what I think. I don't believe in like changing certain things about myself. Like hypothetically, let's say me not talking at all, being quiet and just saying like, yeah. Let's say that happened to work at getting them attracted to me, right? That's not who I am personally. Um, and just because that attracted them to me there, like, what does that even mean? Right? Like, is this something that like I just the idea of acting in a way that isn't you, so that people end up kind of being attracted to you. I can't see that down the road if you want to have a relationship with them going positively. So I'm gonna be me, you know, and I personally am from the perspective of I only care about finding one person that I want to spend my life with romantically. I mean, I'm open to who knows if the door is open and things are different. I'm not going to limit myself 100% to that, but that is generally how I feel. And for that reason, this isn't like a numbers game, like how many women can I get to like me or something. But unfortunately, I think a lot of men can relate. Our egos are really affected. I think women, of course, relate to this too if they don't get that many men that appear attracted to them. But like for guys, if we notice that a lot of women aren't really into us, it makes us feel less, right? And I think a problem that I've been dealing with is that when I feel that way, it makes me not want to put myself out there to feel that again. But the problem is, just like I had that analogy when I was rock climbing, um, keep trying. Like keep trying, push through, like just keep on going. And just like with the habit formation, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be whatever. But if you keep pushing, I don't doubt it at all. I remember when I was thinking of like more like pickup and dating and whatever, and I thought the simplest advice that I would tell someone, and it applies to myself. If I want to find or get better with women or find the partner or whatever, just spend more time around women. And that's it. You end up getting used to it, you end up learning things, and you adapt from there. Anyways, I'll leave it with that. Those are things that are on my mind. I'm happy that I'm again shifting away from that very dark place with pornography that I was at a few days ago, and now in a better direction. As usual, of course, my headset had to die there. But yeah, I feel good. Sorry if the video, the fact that the video is 15 minutes long, out of curiosity, if anyone stayed until this point, is the fact of what I talked about, is this too long? Would you prefer if my video was a little bit cut short? I'm welcoming all kind of feedback about anything at any time. So I'll leave it with that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.